channel. Today we're gonna be making a cake. I've never made a cake in my life, so I hope this goes good. And I'm making it because today is my brother's birthday. He's turning 11, so I wanted to make something. And the ingredients that I'm gonna need are going to be 2 of the Devil's Food cake mixes by Super Moist. I wanted to buy the chocolate, but this is what I found, and I think it's chocolate. And also 2 of the yellow Super Moist cake mixers. I bought these because it's easier to make a cake with them than make starting from scratch. And I'm gonna also use the rich and creamy frosting of vanilla and also chocolate from the same brand. I'll also be needing I'll also be using 12 eggs. It's 3 eggs per package, and I have 4 packages. Also vanilla extract. I'm gonna need whole milk because I'm gonna try to make tres leches cake. And I'm gonna also need leche evaporada and leche condensada. I was supposed to get 2 and 2, but I forgot, so I'm gonna see how to make it work out later in the video. And I'm gonna also need oil. It said vegetable oil, but this is the only oil I have, so I'm gonna try to make it with this. And also for the moldes, I don't have any, so I'm gonna try to use the pan, this and this one, which is very close to one. And yeah, I hope you guys like it, and you guys will see later how I'm gonna make it. Okay, to make my life easier, I'm not gonna mix it, and I don't have a mixer, so I'm just gonna use a blender to mix the whole thing. I'm gonna start off with the yellow one. And I'm gonna put both of the packages in the blender. Now I'm gonna add the 6 eggs because it's 3 per package. Now I'm gonna add the 1 cup of oil, and I'm gonna add 2 cups of milk. It said add 1 cup of water per each, but I'm gonna use milk instead of water. And I'm gonna be adding a little bit of vanilla extract in this. I think that's enough. I really don't know. I've never made a cake, so I think that's enough. I hope so. And now I'm gonna blend it. So it's actually taking long in the blender, so I'm just gonna mix it with my hand. Okay, I'm done mixing the cake mix, and I'm gonna place it in this pan right here. Okay, I have everything in here now, and I'm just gonna tap it on the counter so the air bubbles, I think, rise. I don't remember, but I just seen people do this, and they said that you should do it before putting it in the oven. Now I'm just gonna preheat the oven. Now that I'm done with the vanilla one, I'm gonna do the same process for the chocolate one. now I'm gonna just mix it like I did with the vanilla cake. I am done mixing the cake mix, and I'm gonna place it in this pan, and this pot. So I already greased my pot so the cake mix doesn't get stuck on it, and I'm just gonna pour it inside here. And I'm gonna do the same thing I did with the vanilla cake, so I'm just gonna press it down. Okay, now I'm gonna place it inside the oven, and you guys can see here that I already put the vanilla cake in, and now I'm just gonna put this next to it. It's really hot, so be careful and use mittens. And we're just gonna wait now for them to bake. I'm gonna check on the cakes right now. Oof, it's hot. And I can see that the vanilla one is rising, and this because I rarely put it, so I don't see any changes. But this one, yeah, it looks pretty good. I think my vanilla cake is ready, and I'm gonna do the toothpick taste on it now. The toothpick came out clean, so it's ready. And I'm gonna let it cool down off to the side for about 10 to 20 minutes, and I'm just gonna keep on waiting for my chocolate cake to finish baking. So here's the cake, and I'm gonna show you guys again the toothpick trick. So I'm gonna put it in here, and you guys can see that the toothpick came out clean, so that means the cake is ready. And let it cool off to the side for 10 to 20 minutes like I said before. Ok, ahora creo que ya está el pastel de chocolate. I'm gonna do the toothpick test. It came out clean. So it's ready, and I'm gonna take it out and put it on the side to let it cool down just like I did with the vanilla cake. To make the process faster, I'm gonna put it in the fridge so it can cool down faster. And you can see here that I've had this for 20 minutes in the fridge, and it's already cooled down now. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you guys how long it took to bake the cakes. The vanilla cake took 48 minutes at a 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and the chocolate cake took a lot longer. It took 1 hour and 10 minutes at also 350 degrees Fahrenheit. But that's because, as you can see, this cake, the chocolate cake, is thicker than the vanilla cake. Okay, now I'm gonna get the milks ready for the tres leches cake, and I have the vanilla cake here. The milks I am using here are 1 can of condensed milk, 1 can of evaporated milk, and 2 cups of whole milk or regular milk. Okay, now that I've mixed thoroughly my milks, I'm gonna get the vanilla cake, and I'm gonna use a fork to make holes inside of it. Now I'm just gonna pour the milk, and I'm only gonna pour half of this because remember I also have the chocolate milk. After pouring the milk onto the cake, I placed it in the fridge for about 5 hours. After that the chocolate cake had cooled down, I'm gonna do the same process I did with the vanilla cake. After a few hours now, I have taken out the vanilla cake out of the fridge. And I still left the chocolate because the chocolate took a little bit longer than the vanilla to bake. So now I'm gonna just get ready and frost my cake and put the toppings on it. So in here I have the chocolate frosting, also vanilla frosting. I also have strawberries and fruit mix in this little bowl. Also later my dad is going to be bringing some peach and Oreo for me to put it on top. I hope he doesn't forget. I'm going to use this to put it all over. This part is funny because I'm actually using a cutting board to help me spread out the frosting because I really don't have any equipment for cakes. But I'm gonna order some soon, so don't make fun of me for using the things I'm using for the cake. It's just I don't have anything to help me frost my cake. Yeah. In this part I was explaining that I cut some of the top of the cake to make it even. I've never made a cake, so I have no experience. So if it doesn't look cute, I am sorry. Okay, you can see here that I also already took out the chocolate right now. And now I'm gonna place it on top of this. I'm so scared. I was trying my best to frost this cake as best as possible because I've never frosted a cake before. So here's a little story time. So I posted this little clip on my Facebook story of me licking the frosting off my finger, and this lady texted me saying it's nasty and not do it again because my cake is probably full of saliva now. But in here you can see that I want to wash my hands right after. She also said some other things, but that doesn't matter. So moral of the story is to not judge if you don't know the whole story. So after this I stopped recording because it was taking so long. But after I finished frosting the cake, I placed the strawberries on top and then put the chocolate frosting on the cake, but I'll show you guys how the cake came out. Ok, ya terminé de poner las fresas, todo el pastel. Nomás faltan los Oreos y el durazno. And this was harder than I thought it was. It took so long, but it looks alright. It's not the best, but for being my first time, I think it looks good. I don't know, so don't judge me or how my cake looks like because it's my first time. And I got stressed out because it takes a lot of time and it's very messy, and I'm gonna clean now. And I'm also cleaning like around it so it looks a little bit better. My dad got home and he brought candles for my brother, also the peaches and Oreos for the cake. I sliced the peaches into pieces to place them on the cake, and this is how the cake turned out. I hope you guys like it. Gracias por ver mis videos y espero que les gusta, y no se olviden de suscribirse, dar like, comenten y comparten mis videos. Y nos vemos en el próximo video. Bye.